Hey y'all, I'm Chris, and this is it Worth It Y'all? And today we have a really awesome update for you. We have finished our retaining wall on our garden, so now we can officially start planting. So we did a time lapse of the getting this wall demoed. This was a ton of work. I don't think that we anticipated this taking an entire day, but it did. Greg did an amazing job putting up with me. Because I had this vision in my head of what I wanted, and it turned out way better than I thought it was going to be. We're very worried about erosion control. What you can't tell is this garden has a very steep slope. It really drops off on the back of the garden by the back side of the shed. You'll see a picture here later so you can kind of see a little bit better, but I don't think Greg even knew how much this garden sloped until we got into it. So we are taking out the old bricks that I used that were cheap, and I got them off of Facebook Marketplace, and I just created a wall to create a wall so I could start growing. And these bricks have probably been in place 10 years and they have fallen down 3 times. So we were tired of wrestling bricks and having to redo them all the time. So here we are. I finally got some help. Greg helped me, and we knocked out the retaining wall. We had to remove a ton of hay bales, or what was left of hay bales, because that's what I used for erosion control around the entire garden. I used to get hay bales for free, so it just made sense to use these to stop my soil from running into the neighbor's yard. So here we are, just going through and pulling up all of the weeds since it's exposed, get the couch grass out of the way. Oh, hi. Get the grass out of the way. I think I tumble and fall here in a minute too. That was fun. I think I did a front roll. It was comical. I freaked Greg out, but it was really slippery and muddy. So yeah, I almost face planted, but it was great. There we go. Anyway, I thought I was going to take that out, but whatever. So it was a lot of bending over and a lot of digging concrete out. Back here, there used to be 4 trailers on this lot where this house is an infill house. So we are constantly digging up pieces of foundation. We dug up a pipe. We're digging up bricks and concrete right now. And we just need to get down a little bit further to set those bricks. So this was literally all morning long. We messed with just the preparedness of getting this wall in. So we ran out of battery. That's how long it took. So after this process, Greg did an amazing job finishing off the bricks. I had to go to work, and once we got that first row kind of figured out, Greg was able to really just fly through the rest of it. So I was around for the first part of it, most of the grunt work, and lots of digging, lots of moving of concrete pieces that we didn't want anymore. And yeah, it was a trip. It was a lot of hard work. So, but it's totally worth it. It's so beautiful, and it looks like a couple professionals did it. It doesn't look like we did it. So, I feel like I'm never going to have to rebuild this wall again, which is a great feeling. I was really proud of Greg and I. We really didn't argue about anything. I think we went into this looking at each other going, okay, we're not going to argue. We have to get this done. Because we both are type A individuals, and both of us had visions in our heads, and we communicated really well this day. And I just recommend to everybody that's going to be doing projects with a significant other, especially something as time consuming as this, is use your words, communicate effectively, and you'll get through it. So you can see here, we literally sat down and talked and looked at one brick for like 20 minutes just to make sure that we get this first brick set correctly. And so we had a game plan moving forward of how exactly we wanted it to look, because there is a wall right there that we have to join up against. So it was worth it. We'll have a picture coming up here in just a second. It was fun. It was tiring, but it was really fun. And I'm so glad that Greg was here to do this with me and really take charge and make sure that the wall was not only straight but safe, and it just looks beautiful. And we did it, y'all. Look how awesome. These are the bricks that we're going to use later on. We got some extra bricks. Look how pretty that turned out. It just looks like it's always been there. So the next step that you're going to see is we're going to pull all that plastic off, and we're going to start working on those cattle panels that are down and just clean up so we can get started and get planting here in the next week. So look at that wall. Oh, I'm so thrilled. So thrilled. All right, y'all. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour on this windy day. I think our retaining wall turned out amazing. Obviously, the grass is going to fill in, and we'll be able to rake some of that up as that mud decides to dry. We can rake some of that up. We have officially pulled the plastic off, so the garden is open. You'll notice that we've got all the fences down. We're going to be working on these fences. We're going to cut this fence when Greg gets home. We've got the raised beds open. The garlic survived our late freeze. We've got the sandbags are off, and I folded up all the plastic, which was a mess because it's like blowing really hard, so that was fun chasing all that around. You can see that we're working on putting chicken wire on the bottom of our cattle panels to combat the groundhogs and the rabbits that turn our garden into wildlife welfare instead of Greg and Chris canning. So changes are going to happen. We are going to actually put wood around the raised beds. You can see the raised beds look really good, considering they were covered all winter. They look really great. I think we did a bang-up job and everything looks good. We are going to start putting up the fences now, and we're going to fix that little hole right there. We got new neighbors, so they're amazing, and we're going to be able to work through a lot of this. So this is the next step in prepping the garden for planting, because we have got to plant onions and potatoes this week. So we'll bring you back when there's something fun to see. All right, y'all, look. We got the fence up. I got this one up. Greg is steadily working on that retaining wall back there because we have a lot of erosion. You can't tell, but this slope's pretty hard. And so he's gonna go to the next T-post. And so this is what the fence is gonna look like. We got chicken wire 2 feet up. It looks so good. We went 2 bricks high back there. And so we got the next cattle panel ready to go up when Greg gets those bricks in back there. And then tomorrow it's my responsibility to map out where I want rows and walk paths. So that's next. That'll be a chore in and of itself. But we're cleaning up these lines. We got that 16-foot section we'll have done tonight. And then we got 2 more 16-foot sections that are gonna take a little bit longer, but we're gonna knock them out because we gotta plant onions and potatoes on Saturday. All right, y'all, it was way late when we got finished, but look at that. We got all of the panels up and that wall turned out amazing back there. I'm so thrilled with it. So like, comment, and subscribe so you can see the next update. And until we see you on the next video, bye, y'all.